by the sounds of it, a group of people have been doing homoerotic cannibalism about. Yeah.
Writing homoerotic cannibalism.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
writing. What you do in your spare time, I don't want to know. It's fine.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to the Shipping Forecast. I am
Yes.
Grace. This is James.
Hello.
Hey. Hi. Hello.
Sorry to just...
No, please do. I didn't have any thunder yet, so it was essential that someone got in there.
Yeah, you're still a bit knackered from going to
I'm still a bit
USA.
knackered. As you may have noticed, the recording schedule's been a bit, or the posting of episode schedule has been a bit out of whack for March, and that's because I took 2 weeks to go see Scenic America, and I took the episode to edit, and I did a fair bit of editing, but I forgot to bring any of the sound effects that go in the episode.
Ah, okay.
Which meant it was just sat there kind of in pieces, not quite ready, and now I'm back. I've then edited it. But it's meant we're also out of sequence recording, because even though I brought my microphone, on the day we're supposed to record, chaos. I don't think any of you could hear me when I was talking.
What was there? Put my teeth in. What was happening was basically you were talking and it was missing words out. So, like, it would just drop connection and then pick up connection and you'd be saying something completely different, so it was impossible to talk to you.
And needless to say, that would be a problem with recording.
A little bit, yes. We are
Exactly.
an auditory medium, after all, which relies on us
Which
three
we
talking
really
to
should
each other.
remember from time to time.
Yes.
But, no, I had a very good time. I went to go see my partner, who's over there, for my birthday, which happened over that time.
Hey, nice.
She booked us a trip to an aquarium, and not only that, but she got us backstage tickets to go meet the penguins.
That would have been really cool.
It was a lot of fun.
I feel.
I met three penguins. One of them bit me. Other than that, even then, that was still a fairly good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there was like a no touching rule, so I was doing my best to keep away. But this one was just going for my leg, and I eventually got bitten.
It's just...
And another one was trying to untie my shoelaces. Like, they're finicky beasts.
It sounded organised.
It does, doesn't it?
Penguins in Madagascar kind of bullshit.
Maybe they had a point. I can't remember what type of penguins they were. I should probably have checked that before I came on to talk.
I suppose, like, they've learned for a very long time that humans aren't a threat. So they're like, we'll just go and have a look at what happens
Fight
when
them.
I do this, or what happens when I do that, you know.
Exactly. But yeah, flew back Wednesday. We're recording Friday. My head is still fried from jet lag, so if I seem a bit out of it, apologies.
It's because
But the
you
show
are.
must go on,
Yeah.
because I care. I can't remember any other highlights of my trip. That seems quite bad.
They'll
Well,
remember
highlights
the
were
moment
Chef.
you put the microphone down. That's how it always goes.
Oh, for sure. If I remember any more, I'll write them down, and I can talk about them next time. I can share that I was in Philadelphia. I experienced the subway in Philadelphia. Did I send you guys that photo? I feel like I did.
I think it's old-fashioned.
I took a photo just to show how bad it was, and then I didn't realise, once we continued walking down there was a guy tapping up a vein,
Oh, no.
Oh, maybe not.
and I caught him in the photo. So
Oh,
I was
nice.
just like, hey, look how bad this place is. Yeah,
And there's,
yeah, it's bad.
yeah, there's a guy, like, straight up just shooting up in the street.
Yeah, so my Philly tourist guide advice is, don't use the subway.
Fair enough.
Their buses are pretty decent. The trains, on paper, look good. In practice, worse than British trains.
To
in
be fair,
terms
that
of
takes some...
scheduling.
Yeah, that takes some go. Some doing, should we say.
So, worse than British, not as bad as German trains.
Okay.
What's wrong with the German trains?
They're they're famously disorganised
I would
in
have...
terms of scheduling.
Well, they're all right while we were.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they was a little bit late.
We were delayed for like half an hour.
Yeah, it's better than like just a whole train being fucking cancelled in the UK, and then you've got to get a replacement bus service.
I was going to
And
say
they have
that does.
double-decker trains.
I mean, the double deckers were cool.
That was
I'll give
cool
them
as
that.
fuck. Maybe about
But-
equal when you factor in the double-decker trains.
Okay. Seeing as Nick doesn't know this, maybe I'm wrong. I've been told the German trains are notoriously bad, and my brief experience of that backs that up. So,
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I would expect that to be the other way around.
from what I've read, they are the worst.
Wow, okay.
The worst. See what I... Hey.
There's a German saying that, so it means nothing to me. This is sausage to me.
Oh, that's
Is
a nice
a
phrase.
saying like, haha.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Do we want to talk about my holiday, or do we just want to go into
Oh,
it?
for sure. Yeah, no. Meanwhile, Grace went to Spain.
I went to sunny Spain. I say sunny as in Spain is usually sunny, but the one week it's really nice in the UK, really nice and sunny, and it's beautiful, and it never happens. Usually it's pissing it down. Spain, the nice hot sunny country, was pissing down with rain, so I left the really sunny country to go sit in a country that was absolutely torrential. But I got to see my family there, and it was lovely, and I had a fantastic time. And
That's the main thing, I feel.
yeah. And
That's
the food was good.
important, yeah.
Oh, the food, fuck me, the food was so good. Like, oh, it was just so nice. The food there is absolutely massive, and it's like cheaper than the UK. And it's just so nice, man. You don't realise what you're missing out on until you go to these places sometimes. Came back to the UK and I looked at the miserably small leeks and the miserably small peppers and the really tasteless fruit, and I go, oh god. Everything just tastes of water here. It's horrible.
Yeah,
God.
I do remember having a chicken paella last time I went to possibly Mallorca.
Ah, yeah.
But yeah, that was very, very, very good. Like the food, well, whenever I go on holiday.
Flavours you'd never imagined,
Amazing.
because Yorkshire only has beige food.
Yes, exactly. Brown food. Brown food, brown drink.
Oh,
Nice.
so good.
I didn't go on holiday.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't go on holiday.
One day.
But yeah, well, one day I will go on holiday, and you know, it'll be nice. But I did buy another car.
Ah, yes.
So
That's basically the same thing for you, right?
it's bought a car. It needed like tinkering with to make it right. It was silly cheap for the money, you know, for what it was. So yeah, I've just finished it off today. It's now a working, fully roadworthy car, and I'm a very happy man. So yeah.
I will say that was the other thing in Philly that surprised me. They have a much more liberal definition of the phrase roadworthy,
Yes.
because I saw a lot of things that I thought should be in a scrapyard, but in actual fact were on the road moving at high speeds,
Yeah.
because collisions just happen a lot.
This is the thing. It always astounds me seeing the condition that some of the cars get into over there, like especially in the Rust Belt.
Oh, even by American standards, Philly in particular, apparently insurance rates triple if you move there.
Ah.
Yeah,
Just relocating to that city will triple your insurance rate.
that's insanity when you think about it. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
you know.
I took one photo to send you of just kind of the car, just the battered indoor that was parked outside.
This is it. Like you do see things to that extent of dilapidation in the UK. But you know, usually, I mean, I noticed that one, that Jeep, I think it was, had a flat tire, and by the looks of things, it was just parked up, roadworthy, waiting for somebody to come back to it and drive away. You know, like you usually...
Oh no, the door was bent in as well.
Oh yeah, I saw the door was bent in. You see, I mean, I've owned cars like that, but not. They've been roadworthy, but just
I stand corrected.
banged up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. UK law, you're allowed to have an absolutely tattered fuck long as it works and it doesn't completely fall apart on impact.
As long as the chassis is all there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, on that note, did you hear they recalled every Cybertruck yesterday?
No.
Every Cybertruck has been recalled.
Oh, about
What
fucking
for?
time. What for?
They used. Let me get the
Being
technicals
built.
up for you, because I know you'll want the actual details, Nick. Hold on.
I do. I want to see if they're worse than the manufacturer I currently work for.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
of course they bloody are.
Yeah. My mum always said,
Okay.
if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. So this is me not saying anything at all.
Nick goes dead on air.
Tesla recalls all Cybertrucks after using the wrong glue to stick on steel panels.
I'm sorry.
You heard me. That was the headline from The Independent. I don't know what the right glue is for steel panels.
Glue.
I'm no expert. Grace, you are an expert. What glue should you be using on steel panels?
First of all, I don't know why you think I'm an expert in glue, and I don't like what that, like...
That's not
like,
what I meant from a manufacturing
I am an
perspective.
upright,
You've-
respectable member of this community.
I didn't mean to call you a glue sniffer. That's not what I was going for.
No, you probably shouldn't be gluing metal together, to be honest.
To be fair, the fact that they've used glue to hold on steel panels, that doesn't really faze me. A lot of the high-end stuff, which I used to deal with when I worked in a body shop, some of the panels would be bonded together. That's not the funny part, but the fact that they've used the wrong fucking glue to put these steel panels on what is effectively a fucking 3-ton behemoth capable of like 120 mile an hour. That's absolutely fucking astounding.
Considering all the things I've seen of Tesla falling apart, the panels not coming off has like not been one I've noticed. It's been everything but that. So what? So the Pritt stick is actually holding up quite well.
That's true. They've done okay.
I just want to point something out, though, right?
Before you do, Nick, does the phrase "the cant rail" is that a car thing?
It will be sort of part of the unibody, the chassis, the monocoque, whatever you
Apparently,
want to call
it's a stainless steel exterior trim panel, can delaminate and detach from the vehicle.
While thundering at 70 mile an hour down the freeway. Excellent.
Yes.
I just want to point something out, though. It fucking astounds me how wrong they've got it. Right.
Oh, yeah.
I could maybe understand if it was like a British manufacturer or a French manufacturer or something like that. But over in America, they will sue you at the drop of a hat. And they've managed to get it this fucking wrong in the land of the lawsuit. Like, they are a manufacturer native to the land of, I'm going to sue you because you have inconvenienced me. Not because you've endangered my life, but you have inconvenienced me. How have they got this so wrong? How have they not looked at the environment that they're building cars in and thought to themselves, do you know what, lads? We better fucking get this right. Because otherwise, we're going to end up with no money.
I know why. Because
I
they
know
can
why.
afford the most fantastic legal team to make all the buyers sign a waiver first.
I mean, I'm not even sure Tesla need a legal team at this point. The president could probably just be like, no, it's illegal to sue a company owned by Elon Musk.
God,
Yeah,
don't.
this is just the
this is
fucking
Not to
getting
get
worst
into
depressing
thing.
it.
Now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's back
Now
out.
As an aside, I got back the day after the UK issued a travel warning to the US.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Sorry, the day before. I landed, and then they said, you shouldn't go there.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, good.
That's kind of insanity if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, thinking more on this, I could point to the Chevrolet Corvair or the Ford Pinto, which used to explode if you hit it up the back end.
I read recently, statistically, the Cybertruck is now worse than the Pinto.
Really?
Yeah.
The Pinto had the last laugh.
In terms of commercial failure, the Cybertruck has beaten out the Pinto.
Well, the thing is, I think the Pinto was quite a good seller. You know, and to be fair, like the later models, they did fix the teeny tiny issue of the spontaneous combustion if they were in a rear-end shunt. So, but yeah, they're one of those cars like over here. I suppose our equivalent would be the Morris Marina. Now, the Morris Marina was tepid, it was boring, it wasn't particularly well screwed together, but it sold in hundreds of thousands because they were just a basic car for people who didn't know about cars.
Yeah, it's nice and cheap, and all the registered nurses would bomb it about.
This is it, yeah. So it shouldn't surprise me, but it does. It continues to.
Talking of our experiences in hell.
Oh, very good. Right.
Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, my brain's still in here somewhere.
No, that was a stretch. We're just being nice.
Just, It was the state of America to hell to Helluva Boss.
Okay,
Was
yes.
how I was getting us there.
Yes, we are
Grace,
doing
over to you.
Hello and welcome to the Helluva Boss episode. I do believe I'm the only person who's watched it all the way through, which is why I'll be presenting it today.
Yes. I had a quick skim of the wiki.
I watched a few episodes.
Did ya?
Oh, shit.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just me that's unprepared.
Yeah, he's out
Oh,
on you.
God.
Sorry, mate.
Oh, the tables, they turned. Yeah, I did a skim of the wiki the day we were supposed to record.
I see.
Nice.
So, I'm a bit rusty on it now.
So, Nick, what did you think?
It was. It's
So-
kind of compelling. It's just dumb fun.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like
Yeah.
a slapstick cringe comedy for adults, so it's absolutely feral as well.
Yeah. This is it. There's a lot of sort of un-PC jokes and things like that, but it's I found it. It was just something you could put on and didn't really have to think about. Haha, funny, colourful characters and they're doing things and
Yeah, hitting people. Very
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry antics. Yeah.
This is it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But how far did you get, roughly?
Oh, I'd have to look. I think I got to like episode 4 or 5 or something like that.
Aye.
So
Would it surprise you to know that all these characters have, like, episodes later where it turns out they've got incredibly tragic backstories, and all of their actions actually make sense?
honestly, no.
And you know what? They try to make this show will try and make you cry later for these characters. And quite frankly, me putting it on as like a silly fun show and then being left emotionally devastated at the end was not what I thought was going to happen.
Oh wow. Okay, so I've got all that to look forward to if I persevere with it.
Well, yeah, afraid so. But again,
okay.
but what's jarring about it is that like I hate musicals and I hate
Yeah.
clowns. And as you know, Nick, there's a lot of clowns in this.
There is. There's a lot of music
Oh,
as
There's a
well.
lot of
Really?
music as well. So, bar that, yeah, it's done quite well for itself, in my opinion. But, oh my god.
What kind of clowns?
Imp clowns. Clowns that are imps. There's a robotic clown and it's got a scary voice, but the character itself, when you go into his backstory, is just a lovely lad. And it's really
Okay.
jarring, because he's got the most horribly scary voice to me ever.
See, I was going to ask, what are the chances of us finding the Clussy tag on this search?
I think
oh,
it'll
no.
be there. I horribly
Sounds like
do
zero.
think it's going
Good.
to be there, unfortunately.
Oh, you think it is?
I think it will be there. But I'm not.
see.
I'm not going to search for it.
Okay, I'll do a quick examination, because I'm curious.
Right, I suppose I better
who is
start
this clown?
introducing the characters.
Yeah. Who are the characters? What are we watching?
Okay, I will introduce the first character, which is Blitz, or formerly Blitzo, and he is the leader or boss of his own company. He is the boss of Helluva Boss, right?
So he, to me, looks like a rejected Pokemon design.
They all do.
Wow.
I'm thinking, like, they wanted, like, a male equivalent of Gardevoir, and,
Oh no, there's someone else who's more of a male equivalent of Gardevoir coming up.
Oh, no.
I think I know who you mean, but
Yes.
I see. Yeah.
Tall
Okay,
and- The
tall,
one.
willowy, owl-shaped.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love him to bits.
Okay.
He's great. I love
So
the owl
who
noises.
is this demonic lad in the nice coat?
Okay, there's a class system going on in this show, and basically it's very weird for an imp to start his own business. But he has done this, and his business is essentially people who go to hell are sinners, and they pay him to nip into the human world and kill off people who have slighted them, or they just want revenge on.
Huh.
Yeah, that's his whole. That's what he does.
That seems lucrative. What
It
do
is
they pay
lucrative.
him?
Huh?
What do they pay him in?
I don't know, but I assume that they owe him their soul, and then they find means of making money and then pay it off to him later. I can only assume it's that.
I like how it's never adequately explained, even though you've been through the entire series.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Maybe it has mentioned it, and I've just not. There's a lot.
So
of
I'm
little
curious about the
things in it.
economics of hell if they're starting businesses down there.
Mate. we're not going into the economics of hell.
I'm curious about the fucking class struggle now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
gets
wanna-
hinted on later on, but like you'll see it throughout, and then they'll sort of touch on it even more as it goes on. And you'll be like, oh shit, that's always been there. How did I not notice?
World building, like
yes.
it. Yeah.
Okay, you're selling me on this.
And you like musicals, James, so you might actually like it.
I mean, I'm hit and miss on musicals, to be honest.
That's fair.
But I can be persuaded.
Yeah,
There's a couple I enjoy.
Blitz, bit of a crackhead personality, very angry sort of a guy, very I don't care sort of attitude, but does care a lot. Likes horses.
I suppose
He's a horse boy.
He loves horses, and like you don't notice it at first, and then it really becomes apparent later on. It's like what?
The very rare horse boy.
It's just strange. It's fine.
I suppose he's one of those characters where if you idolise them, you've missed the point.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah. Even
I
though
don't
he's,
know, I think...
funny and yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone has like got flaws in them. Doesn't make them bad people. Everyone's just equally flawed,
Even though they're in hell, but yeah.
Well, I think there's like a difference in it. There's like denizens of hell, which are just from hell, and then there are people who used to be human that went to hell.
Yeah, I see.
You know what I mean? So I think I think there's a bit of a difference. I think imps are people who have never been human. They're just from hell.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And then I think they're at the bottom of the class chain as well. But yeah, he used to work in a circus, which is why his name used to be Blitzo. He does not have the authority to go into the human world, which is why he requires a sugar daddy to give him a book or grimoire that allows him to do it for sexual favours. So introducing...
For sexual favours?
Yeah, he's doing it for sexual favours. So this is Stolas. He is a part of the Goetia. If you know
That's God of War.
Yeah, that's God of War.
I see. Okay.
He is a demon lord of hell. The Goetia in the Book of Solomon is just a load of demon lords, and he is one of them.
Yeah, I was going to say Stolas rings a bell.
Oh!
What?
So Nick's girlfriend has just posted there, this bitch had me in a chokehold.
To which one? Hang on. Oh, Blitzer, okay.
The posse boy.
Has she seen Helluva Boss?
It seems it.
No.
Nick, how didn't you know that?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, we're getting lore. This is great.
We're learning things about Nick's relationship.
I'm learning things about my relationship.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh my lord.
So yeah, it turns out that my girlfriend has seen Helluva Boss, and I've no fucking idea that she'd seen it. But okay.
So alright, get your shit together, Grace. So Stolas, demon lord, he had an arranged marriage with a woman called Stella, and he has a daughter called Octavia, but it's a dead marriage. They don't really have any romantic feelings for each other, and Blitz essentially breaks into his house and tries to steal this book. And Stolas thinks, oh, he's here for me. He's breaking into my bedroom. He wants me. And he goes, oh, I've never been loved this way. No one's ever wanted to touch me this way. And, so this is how it starts.
Grace, you know the Bedtime Yaoi comic?
Bedtime Yaoi comic?
Guards, bring me my Bedtime Yaoi. I'm worried that this is compromising your attitude. Was that about Stolas?
No.
Yeah, there is bedtime yaoi elements to this. To this.
I'll be honest. My second thought, probably more relevant to Nick. Do you remember Lemon Stealing Whores?
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh God, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Blitz has got a lemon tree in his office with no whores written on it.
Stolas has a lemon tree, and
Blitz's.
Blitz broke in to steal the lemons, and by lemons I mean cursed demon book that lets you
for God's
travel.
sake.
And Stolas decides to punish the book stealing whore in the same way.
No. No. This is what's also funny is that when you first go into the series, you think that the big, tall demon lord is topping. He's not.
All right.
uh,
So Stolas is a power bottom.
I think he's just a bottom. He just
I
needs to be
see.
held.
He is. Yeah, he is
Oh,
quite.
right.
I think he is quite sad, isn't he? He's quite
He's a sad boy. He's on pills, bless him.
Yeah.
Which you find
yeah,
out later because you think
Aw.
he's happy all the time, but he's not. He's on happy pills.
I can't believe. Why are there antidepressants in hell, first of all?
I don't know if they're antidepressants or they just make you happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
there is a whole pharmaceutical department in this world. You know, they have hospitals, they have hotels, they have clubs.
Of course.
You know, they have houses, they have apartments, offices. It's a whole city.
Yeah, there's a whole sort of economy down there.
Oh yeah, it's still hell, but it's thriving.
Of course, hell has capitalism.
Yes. And
Okay.
what? Oh yes. That's an important bit. Stolas and Blitz know each other from childhood because when Blitz was in the circus, Stolas, for his birthday, was allowed to go to the circus, and that's where he first met Blitz. And he had no friends whatsoever, never had. And then his dad buys Blitz for the day to be his childhood friend
Oh God.
for his birthday. I know.
This is ticking every trope box.
And Blitz, Blitz's dad says, "Steal everything in that house, boy," and he does. And he says, "Okay, Stolas, we're gonna play pirates, and we're gonna collect everything valuable in the house. And we're gonna throw it out the window." And Stolas is like, "Oh, is this what imps play?" And he's like, "Yes, this is what imps play. Let's go."
Sure.
And he fucking falls for it, and it's just like, "Oh, you poor stupid rich boy." Oh, fuck's sake. So yeah, Stolas is absolutely precious. And also, bonus points, this is what he looks like in the Book of Solomon.
Oh, funnily enough, I was about to post the same image.
Wow. Okay.
He's so good, isn't he?
I had Wikipedia open because Stolas, the name rang a bell. So Stolas, yeah, he's an astronomy teaching demon from the Book of Solomon,
Yes.
which is where a lot of demonic lore comes from.
And in the Book of Solomon, as in Helluva Boss, he's just a very leggy owl.
He is a leggy owl, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny about OG Stolas is that he didn't actually fight when the demons went to heaven for a scrap. He went to hell. He got lumped in with the demons because basically he was minding his own business, and the hordes of hell were like, "Yo, do you know which way to get to heaven?" And he was like, "Yeah, I think it's that way, mate." He got sent to hell for giving directions.
Oh,
He's
Bro.
harmless. Like, Dante went into hell and he was just like, "Nah, this guy's just leaving to it. He's not a threat." Didn't bother fighting him, just left him to it. He's probably the only pacifist going.
I hope he shows up in Good Omens
Oh,
as
that'd be
another
nice,
misunderstood demon.
Just stole out a fluffy stuff.
I must say, I prefer the original design, the mythology one,
Yeah,
in terms of how cute it is.
he's very cute. I think Stolas in later episodes is quite cute as well. It gets very fluffy.
Okay.
I still find it funny he's got a boob window in later episodes, though. But, you know, all the,
Of course.
a lot
Of
of,
course
a lot
he
of
has a
characters
boob
have
window.
a boob window in this.
As long as everyone has boob windows equally, that's great.
Yeah.
All about the gender equality for boob windows.
I think it's that kind of show. Like, instead of nobody getting objectified, everybody gets objectified. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, I should probably introduce
I endorse.
Okay, so the rest of the staff, we've got... Come on. We've got Luna the dog, and she is Blitz's adoptive daughter.
I also see a boob window there, but it's got a pentagram over it.
Yeah.
That fits her character well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Adoptive daughter dog. A lot of dog jokes with this. Thankfully, doesn't take itself too seriously. Yeah, she's lovely. She's just sort of angry at everyone, you know, not really interested in a lot of things. But really, she's just quite insecure when it comes to... Who's posted the eyes?
Oh.
Also Sophie.
Oh my god.
Dear.
I can't. Talking of eyes, I can't help but notice one of her eyebrows is on her hair.
Yes, it's a stylistic choice, so you can see the facial expressions to make it go
I
over the
see.
hair. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
That makes sense.
she's lovely. She just needs to be a bit more socialised, so that's her sort of thing at the moment, trying to make friends.
Yeah, hellhound, I think the term is.
Yes, she's a hellhound.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's probably a better word. I keep going dog. It's like all the fans are going, she's not a dog, okay? She's a hellhound. I'm like, I'm sorry. But yeah, she's very cool. Not really sure what her life was like before meeting Blitz, because he essentially adopted her from a dog shelter.
Oh.
Oh no, because she was going to turn 18, and that's when they were going to kick her out onto the street. And he was like, "No, I'm going to sign the adoption papers because she's been here so long, and I'm going to give her a good home." So
That's good of him.
yeah, he's quite a nice guy like that.
Yeah, he seems it.
Under
Yeah.
the very prickly personality he's got, he's really looked out for her, which is quite good. Who else is on the team? Okay, right. We've got the couple
Okay.
Eminem. Oh, why am I blanking on her bloody
Eminem.
name?
Millie and Moxie.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Millie comes from a farm, and she met Blitz in a bar, and he essentially does. Him and Mallory Archer would get along, because basically he hires his staff by going, "How would you like a job?" when they're in a fight, right? And this is what happened with Millie. She's on the run from the law and all that shit, and he goes, "How would you like a job in a bar and have a fight?" And she joins the team, and other than that, not a lot more is going on with her backstory, apart from she's got a very lovely, supportive family back home in the sticks, and she's got a sister, and she's got a mum and a dad and all that, and they own a farm and whatnot.
It just
and
so happens she's a wanted criminal then.
yeah, like it's not been touched upon that much.
Yeah, I see.
But I think there'll be more with her character arc in, because I think she is pregnant now, and she's not told her husband, Moxie, who we'll go into now.
Oh. Bow tie.
Yeah, theatre critic.
Theatre crit.
He has a lot of opinions on theatre. He's an arty boy. He likes his theatre and likes music and whatnot. But his family wise, his dad's mafia, and he never wanted to be a part of that life. Do you want spoilers, Nick?
I mean, you can do. I have all this to look forward to, but like nothing I've heard so far has really put me off. In fact, quite the opposite. I'd quite like to power through till the end of this one.
Okay. So, his father, his mafia, he lost his mum to the mafia. AKA, his dad...
Sleep with the fishes.
His dad wanted to raise his son to use guns and be violent, and his mum was protecting him from that. He saw his mum as her getting in the way, and so he mutilated the mum, put her in a boat, and put her in a bag. Moxie didn't know what the fuck it was, and he got Moxie to essentially push a cylinder block off the boat and drag her down with it. And he had no idea until he got older.
You weren't kidding about
devastating.
The tragic backstories. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so like in early episodes where you see Moxie going, like, not wanting to tear apart a family and kill the mum in this scene.
It's so slapstick and goofy.
I know. Poor Moxie. And he's the butt of almost all the jokes all the time. Like, he's constantly being picked on.
He is sort of the soft boy, isn't he, really?
He is. He is. Oh, bless him.
I mean, he's done well for himself if that's his wife.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I can't help but notice she's built a bit like, what's-her-face from El Dorado.
Oh,
Chell.
And that's the one.
Yeah, she's...
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, they're a very cute couple, like... They're the most wholesome thing in hell, is their relationship. Like, everyone else is being vulgar. They're just, like, going... Everyone is, like, looks at their partnership and go, what the fuck's that? While they're all, like, doing lots of random bullshit. Yeah, they're just so
But they make it work.
They are in love with each other, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, if you know what I mean, they are...
They're committed. to each other.
Committed,
Nice.
married and loving it. Yeah.
Where do you rank them on the scale of the Adams to Laszlo and Nadia?
I think they're as committed as both those examples, but the difference is vibe, and the vibe for these two is mushy and sentimental and
I see.
performing love songs to them on stage in a sex club, and everyone in the sex club going, fucking get off.
Nice. They sound too good for hell.
They are. They absolutely are. But they are also professional hitmen, so
Oh, that'll do it.
yeah,
Yep.
they're still going to the human world and killing people for money, so
I see.
Right, here's the one that freaks me out, which will come up a lot. This is Fitzaroli, the robotic imp clown. He used to work in a circus with Blitz, and the Blitz accidentally set a fire in the circus. He got severely burnt, which is why he's now robotic. And he sort of early on blames Blitz for the fire.
Oh, so
ruining his life.
he's not just like a one episode character.
No, the one you see in that early episode is a robot based off of him.
Ah, I see. Right, okay.
Yeah, because they sort of sell merch of him because he's a very popular celebrity type clown.
There's something he reminds me of, and I cannot put my finger on it.
But yeah, clowns freak me out. His voice really freaks me out. But character-wise, he's another lovely lad with a tragic backstory, and it's really conflicting.
I'm sensing we're going to be saying that a lot tonight.
Yes, unfortunately. So.
Which makes this an interesting fandom, because we've talked about the lore of the kind of inverted fandoms, where like the sadder the topic, the more fluffy the fics, and the more fluffy the show, the more tragic the fics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is oscillating.
Yeah, this has already got both. God knows what the fics
Like
are
this
gonna be
fandom
like.
could be anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess we'll find out. Sorry, let me.
Do you want to see Kesha?
Yes,
Ha,
both
like,
in real life and.
the Kesha?
Kesha is in this
Mm-hmm.
as Beelzebub.
Okay.
She.
I see.
I know. I know.
As a fox girl.
She's a demon lord, Beelzebub, and she hosts parties. And Luna has a crush on a dog called Tex. Unfortunately, Tex is going out with Kesha. Right?
It is
Let's see.
straight up Kesha is Beelzebub in this universe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Like, if someone told me Kesha's throwing parties with massive tubs of honey and being, like, the main show, I'd believe it.
I see.
Can't say fairer than that.
You know what, I'll tell you what, I'll pop up Octavia on. This is Stolas' daughter, she'll probably come up a lot. Broody teenager, upset that her dad has cheated on his wife, her mum, and is going out with an imp.
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
And doesn't really spend a lot of time with her anymore.
Oh.
She's going through an awkward stage at the moment. She doesn't really know how to handle it, I don't think. But yeah, she's not taking it very well.
I mean,
No,
when
it's-
do teens ever?
Oh, I know.
Her favourite song would be probably Black Parade.
Yeah,
Yeah. She's that kind of character.
I can't remember. It does say what she's listening to at one point, and I'm pretty sure it was something along the lines of everything's hell and I hate my life or something, or my tears don't fall, they crash around me, I don't fucking know. But yeah, bless her, she's having a hard time. But Starless absolutely fucking adores her, and he's trying to balance a lot with her and this new relationship he's got going. So yeah, right, there we are. I think
Sounds
I'm
like
gonna
a
leave it at that.
surprisingly. I wouldn't have expected a Hell Lord to be trying to be a supportive dad, so good for him.
Yeah, Yeah, he's quite nice.
It is a strange one, this. There's a lot of real-life stuff going on in between all the slapstick and
It sure sounds it, doesn't
whimsy.
it?
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed the few episodes that I've watched, and I do kind of want to watch more and inhabit this little world a little longer.
Yeah, I will give this a go. I'm
Right.
just skimming through the wiki a little bit as well. I'm surprised you haven't mentioned Lucifer yet, Grace.
Lucifer is more involved in Has Been Hotel than this one. But he is a part of the same universe.
Yeah, it's all one wiki.
Yeah, that's come to think of it, we will probably end up finding fanfictions that have merged the two.
But have you seen Has Been Hotel?
I have.
Okay. You can guide us through if needs be.
Okay.
But you think it's worth a separate episode?
Yeah, could do.
Okay.
Depends if it's so involved with the fix, then I don't think we'll really need to, but
Okay.
we'll see how it goes. Get off, Pep.
I was just going to say Lucifer's design is fire, and I'm assuming that will influence this a fair bit.
Lucifer's design is fire. What, you mean like he looks like a
It looks
ringleader?
good. No, he looks like the kind of character that would appeal to AO3.
So
Put
you
picture
mean...
up. Are we talking about the same Lucifer?
I think so.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you mean like fire in the way the kids mean it, or fire as in just straight up flames?
In the way the kids mean it.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
He is... I can tell the artist sat down... When they were doing the concept art for him, they started by writing the words Tumblr sexy man and just kind of refined it from there.
It's sad because he's got the looks of a Tumblr sexy man, but his personality is, please, why won't my daughter love me?
That will also appeal to
but he's
the
not
Tumblr sexy man fans,
he's
right?
He's not a sexy man. He's just nice. he makes ducks, like floating ducks, in his spare time.
That's nice.
I know.
Very
Like, I think a lot of people who go for a similar trope have more lean towards Alistair, who is a radio demon.
Alistair. Oh right, yeah, I see it.
He's the sexy man in Has Been.
Yeah, let me drop that one too.
No shade to Lucifer Morningstar, obviously, but Alistair has got something evil and quirky going on.
They are cut from the same cloth, and by the same cloth I do mean tailcoats.
Yeah, and they're both sort of trying to be a big influence in Charlie's life, which is Lucifer's daughter, Princess of Hell.
Ah, so she has two dads.
Essentially, yeah.
Are they both the actual dads, or is this like a stepdad situation?
Lucifer's the actual dad. Alistair is more of he's managing the hotel with her, but more of a business partner / advisor.
I see. He's the father figure.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah. She likes Alistair.
Okay.
She's quite grateful to him, but you can't help get the feeling he's using her. You know what I mean? You're not entirely sure what he's up to, what his loyalties are.
I mean, he is a demon.
He is a demon, but he used to be human, so he's not just a demon. He's been sent to hell for being naughty, unlike actual denizens of hell who just live there. You know, so you got to be a bit more careful. Also, they only grow to power if they do things. So
wait, does that mean Kesha was also sent? Because she's one of the 7 deadly sins too.
Well, she is a 7 deadly sin, but Alistair is not.
Oh, right. So he's even more above that.
No, he's below it. Okay, he was... Alright. Sinners, they're just normal people, they go to hell, right? They look a bit weird once they've gotten to hell. But in order for them to gain powers and become more prolific, I think they collect souls, or they murder people to collect souls. I'm not entirely sure how the power scaling works, but basically whatever Alistair has done, he has managed to get very powerful in very dark and sinister ways that is very lightly touched upon. He is a very scary person, and he has got people working for him against their will at this hotel.
Okay, I see.
So he's a bit nefarious. Yeah, it's hard to really articulate a lot of this stuff, to be fair.
He's just evil.
I get that feeling, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Incidentally, I've just learned something surprising. Although Kesha does voice Beelzebub, she does not sing Beelzebub for legal reasons.
Oh, yeah, I think this was made... And I know there was something going on with Kesha, but I'm not quite sure what it was. Like, she was tied to her record company for ages and ages and ages, and I think that's it was made in that sort of period.
Oh, I didn't realise you were so up on your Kesha lore.
I'm not, like,
Do
up
you want
on
to
it.
elaborate on that, Nick?
I'm not, like, up on it. Like, I don't know the details. I just know that she wasn't allowed to do certain things because of the contract that she signed with a record company or something like that. As far as I know, she might be free of that now.
Okay.
I hope she is. It sounds like a dreadful situation to be in. But yeah, again, I'm not up on it. I'm just aware of what happens.
See, I assumed it was just a matter of she was too expensive to do singing, whereas voice work, she charges a different amount, I would imagine.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Because there's a guy in the Yakuza games, and hear me out. The Judgment games, they hired an actual actor to play the detective, and he also has a singing career, and that's why karaoke isn't available in those spin-off games, because getting him to sing would be too expensive. They would blow the entire budget if they got him to do karaoke. So
wow,
it's the only Yakuza games where there is no karaoke available.
Yeah.
Because he's too expensive.
In which case,
assumed...
what's the point?
I know, right? In the second game with him in, they did a dance number setup instead. You're leading the school dance team, and that has like the same mechanics as karaoke, but it's not the same.
Yeah, this is it.
Let Yagami do karaoke, you cowards, for the next game, please. Anyway.
Are there any other questions about Has Been Hotel?
I will probably have more as we jump in. Oh, no, there is one crucial one. Who's your fave?
Oh, I'm torn between Stolas and Blitz, to be honest.
Yeah, I see the Stolas appeal.
Blitz is because he's very, very, very amusing and silly, and Stolas because I think I just feel a bit sorry for him. He's just a gentle soul. Well, I'll say he's a gentle soul. He's very filthy-minded, to be fair.
I mean, it's hell. There's always certain amounts. I'm sorry to keep dragging it back to this. Blitz is doing the expression from Disco Elysium.
1 second.
In that photo that Grace has posted.
1 second.
What do you mean that? What, you mean smirking?
The expression, yeah. It's like the happy mouth but sad eyes.
He kind of is. I can see it, yeah. He is doing the expression, yeah.
No.
I'm sorry.
Stop trying to bring disco into this. It's
let me find the expression.
He's not. His personality isn't like that, but I can kind of see from that. From that image where this was going. So.
I was going to post the expression, but I've just seen this instead.
Blitz is like almost everyone I've ever worked with. Nick, if that helps. I see. Everyone's got an opinion, and they'll let you know it.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, this is it. I have worked with a few. I probably am that person now at work. I've been around for that long, so yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to watch this and get some opinions then.
Yeah, you probably should have done that before the episode, like you said you would, and you haven't done it.
I've had a lot on.
This is fair, but I would say it's worth a watch. It was one of them things that I was curious about, but didn't think I'd enjoy. And I thought, yeah, this is pretty good. If you just want to stick something on, you don't really have to think about it.
Have you seen the one where they get kidnapped by the CIA?
No, I haven't got to that yet.
Oh, yeah, humans capture them. Put them on drugs. It's so fucking funny.
Oh, dear.
And then And then they hire cherubs and like start cloning priests to battle hell just in case it comes back again. It's so funny.
Wait, so there are angels in this too?
Yes.
Are there any prominent angel characters?
Not so much in Helluva Boss, but in Has Been Hotel it touches on it a lot more.
Okay. I'm intrigued by the world building and setting here, so I'm gonna have to give it a look.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry I didn't do my homework.
That's okay.
In my defense, this is the first time I've not done the homework,
Yeah, that's fair.
so it's interesting going in blind. Okay, predictions. Who are we likely to see the most out of?
Luna.
With who?
You seem very confident.
I reckon it will be all Luna all the time.
Okay.
What, with Tex and Kesha? I mean, Beelzebub.
Uh,
Queen Bee.
Well, I reckon we'll see a lot of Queen Bee. We'll see a lot of Luna.
Luna.
Just because, well, there's
All right.
there's no easy way of putting this, but there's a lot of furries out there, and a lot of them write fanfiction.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
Makes sense.
you know.
I'm probably going to guess Blitz and Starless because they're like the main pairing, but also Fitzroy and Asmodeus.
I've gone back to the wiki just because I'll be honest. I'm gonna need the wiki open just to keep track of who's who. I noticed Grace submitted the first photo on the wiki, which is Luna with thigh highs.
Yeah, damn right I left it alone.
Mm-hmm. Good.
I see.
Not from the original source material, therefore I'm not posting it.
Is it not?
I don't think so.
I mean, it's on the wiki, so I would have thought.
Oh, maybe
it
it
would be.
is. I don't know which one you're looking at.
I'm on hasbeenhotel.fandom.com.
Yeah, she does.
Fuck
probably
fandom.com
use
as an aside.
that. Why?
So many bloody ads and pop-ups.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's pretty much unusable on PC without an ad blocker. So
Right. So shall we start? Or...
may as well. I predict. Well, I'm looking for, and I predict, we'll see a lot of Good Omens crossover.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Well, it's hell and heaven, isn't it?
I suppose it's the obvious choice.
Though I suppose I can't see these fandoms interacting that much, but there will be some because Good Omens is massive. I personally, considering we're in the underworld, would like to see some Hades involvement.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that will be the case. But it's what I want deep down.
I find it funny if Devil May Cry.
Oh yeah, I mean
Fuck's
yeah,
sake.
it makes sense. Like guy being paid to kill demons meets demons being paid to kill guys. That match made in heaven, in hell even.
Somewhere in between.
Exactly. But shall we just dive in?
Yeah.
Nick, any other thoughts before we do?
No, that's you have my predictions.
Yeah, all Luna. That's your main thing.
I reckon that, well, it's not my main thing, but I just reckon we're going to see a lot of Luna.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, let's get to it. First question, where would this be in categories? Oh, it's cartoons, comics, and graphic novels, isn't it?
I think so, probably, yeah.
Which we very rarely touch. We probably should do more often.
That would be in animations. But I suppose cartoons would have covered it.
Yeah, because there's anime and manga, which I think is separate.
I don't know what you're on, but I never find this. But... I don't know what you're searching on, but I never find that sort of thing.
I'm on the front page of AO3.
I type into the fandoms tag.
So I search alphabetically and then try and find the fandom itself. But there's no wrong ways to search the internet. Unless you're still using Ask Jeeves.
Poor G.
I wonder how that's doing. Ooh, crikey. Helluva Boss, 17,000 works.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not going to click into this, but like literally one of the first fics that I saw the title was "He's Returned," and I got so excited.
To Dundee.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a Glory Hammer crossover, but it isn't.
Oh,
So,
alas.
fucking robot Prince of Octatool.
So, recurring listeners may know that me and Nick love a band called Glory Hammer, and
Yes.
Grace does not love a band called Glory Hammer at all.
Not that
there
much,
was
no.
the day before Grace went to Spain, they posted a Spanish translation of their newest song, He Has Returned.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it slaps. And I sent it to Grace, like, as you're off to Spain. Like, by the way, so you're off to Spain. Here are all the words you need. And, yeah.
I never clicked on the video.
It works quite well in Spanish. But one of the comments pointed out, and it's very clear this is true, they clearly wrote the whole translation because one of the lines was translated to Electronico Signor, which
Electronic Man, yeah.
Yeah. Instead of Electronic Lord of War, it's Electronico Signor. And, yeah, it's great.
Hang
Go
on
find
a
it,
minute.
Nick.
So you were basically sharing that video so that Grace could go to Spain and spread the gospel
Of the robot, of the mighty robot prince of Octatool.
Yeah, of the mighty robot prince of Octatool. Brilliant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And unlike many Europeans before me, I was not a crusader, so I left it alone.
Understood. For the few of our listeners who like power metal, go listen to Glory Hammer.
Oh,
They're quite good. They're very silly.
Yes, they are. Yeah, really, really silly.
Okay, so because I know very little, I'm going to crossovers
Okay.
in the hopes of finding things I know about.
I quite fancy some crack.
One day, that's going to be taken out of context.
Yeah, one day it is, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Well, oh no, not touching that. Never mind.
What was happening?
Ooh. Okay, something I didn't expect a crossover for, but one that makes sense in hindsight. First crossover I understand is a Persona 5 crossover.
Okay.
And you know what? When you think about the art design, it kind of makes sense. Because the protagonist from Persona 5, he's got that big coat and he's got the mask. And he would fit in nicely in Helluva Boss.
Oh yeah, he's tarted up for sure.
Mm. And I think Stolas is a summon in Persona 5.
It is strange when you sort of find a crossover which takes a bit of thinking about to sort of realise how it would work and why it would work. Usually it's obvious, like, the obvious one is, you're right, it would be Good Omens. Why did I forget? Why did I want to call it Angels and Demons? That's something different. That's a novel.
Very different book.
Yeah, it is.
That would have been improved by Crowley and Aziraphale just hanging around in the background.
It probably would. I mean, I remember enjoying it when I read it, but I've never been back to it, so anyway.
Ooh, as an aside, complete tangent, I'm very sorry. I watched Conclave on the plane.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a call out for any authors listening. It's prime Old Man Yaoi material. Go watch Conclave. Go write Old Man Yaoi about Conclave. It needs more stuff about it.
I see.
I mean, it's mostly violin and middle-aged to old men breathing loudly and Mean Girls drama about priests.
It's very Mean Girls. It's imagine Mean Girls, but it's the Catholic Church.
It's Voldemort getting stressed about politics and sorting a fucking project management.
Yeah.
Like,
so Ralph Fiennes plays a cardinal.
look,
the Pope is
this
dead.
Is not...
I'm sorry. Oh, fine. We'll talk about it another time. More Conclave fix, please. Anyway.
Yep, fair enough.
Okay. Oh, hey, now this will be a fun crossover. So, I have Helluva Boss crossed over here with your favourite Charles Dickens novel. Or I sincerely hope A Christmas Carol is your favourite Charles Dickens novel, because if you're a God, what's the other one? If you're a Great Expectations guy, fuck off. Anyway, this is A Christmas Carol, AU.
I was thinking
it's
about
called
the
Spirits.
one with the dog.
This is Spirits by Blitz Death Pose 69420.
Nice.
And very nice. Christmas Carol AU. Blitz is the competent ghost of Christmas future who helps the most recent edition. A roulette of Ghost of Christmas present. I'm sorry, that sentence is a hard one.
Go on, say it again.
Blitz is the competent ghost of Christmas future who helps the most recent addition to a roulette of Ghost of Christmas present 1 year.
Hey.
1 year at a time they meet. And discover more about each other's past lives and ponder the future. This is Blitz / Stolas.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think Stolas is the ghost of Christmas present.
It seems so.
So, yeah. Because actually, that sentence makes sense then, doesn't it? Because the ghost of Christmas present only lives for that one evening, or that That's one
true.
Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
He's born, he's jolly.
Lives
then
for
he
a day
gets-
and he's gone.
Yeah, then he gets old and then dies, and then the Ghost of Christmas Future takes over.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
At least that's what the Muppets implied to me.
That's what Christmas Carol implies to you.
I did not read Christmas Carol. I watched the Muppet version.
Oh, yeah, I have never read Christmas Carol,
Okay,
but
good.
I have seen several of the film adaptations.
Mm-hmm.
But never the Muppets one.
They're all fucking scary.
I'm sorry, Nick. What?
I've never seen the Muppets one.
What?
Seriously.
You've never seen a Muppet Christmas Carol?
No, like I've never
Loads
seen
of
it.
people haven't.
Fuck me.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
It's the definitive version.
It's not!
It fucking is. Let's be fair. It is.
I would like to see it.
It's on every year because it's the definitive version.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them. I've seen the Patrick Stewart one, the Jim Carrey one, the Albert Finney one. There are many because
Just
I
to
think
check, have you seen other Muppet films?
a long time ago.
Okay,
I can't remember which ones, but yeah, a long time ago.
I see. Okay, we're gonna have an educational session at some point. The two core ones, in my opinion, are Muppet Christmas Carol and Muppet Treasure Island.
Fair enough. I think Muppet Treasure Island is probably the one that I saw, but
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't.
That's
a
got
long
Tim
time
Curry
ago.
in it.
Yeah.
And is very good.
Tim Curry being Tim Curry.
Mm-hmm. He never disappoints.
Yeah, as only Tim Curry can.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this fic looks good.
Um,
I don't know enough about the characters to weigh in on if it's a faithful depiction of them, though.
I'll say this, scrolling through, I've noticed something I keep seeing, and it's Stolas has a cloaca.
oh, okay.
I mean, it makes
he's a
sense.
bird, but, you know,
Hmm.
he coughs pellets, for fuck's sake.
Does he?
Well, he's an
Oh.
owl.
I guess he would have a cloaca.
He's an owl. Oh.
Hmm.
Oh, well, listen, but either way, yeah. It's just funny seeing that as like a definitive tag.
Oh god.
So, looking through, what I'm kind of getting as a general overview is that I'm not necessarily getting very sad fics. I'm not necessarily getting very comical fics. I'm just getting incredibly horny fics.
I'm also
Oh.
getting incredibly horny fics. Grace, out of curiosity, who would you say is the sexiest wolf?
What? The sexiest.
You heard me.
Generally?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm struggling with sexy wolves.
Well, I have a fic here called Helluva Hookup, A Fling with Death by Fur Wolf.
That wolf! No, yes, he is the sexiest.
It's
wolf.
the wolf from Puss in Boots.
Yes, he is.
Who? Yeah, fair play. I think we all get it.
Yeah.
It's him and Luna, but they're both two separate characters in relationships with other original characters.
Okay, I see.
So it's someone else having a fling with Death.
Okay.
And then a fling with Luna, I guess.
I think so.
I see.
I don't want to profile. I suspect this user is a furry
Okay.
by the name Fur Wolf
Yeah.
and the profile. So
It's not a massive shot in
The- they've picked two attractive wolves and they've written some smut about them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I get it.
I have found a thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to post this here and wait till it fucking loads. This is called Those Fucking Machines by All Seemed Without. And
So is this? Oh, those.
no,
Is it fucking machines as in God? I hate this printer, or is it? Oh, these machines are built to fuck people.
no, it is literally Blitz trying to fix a toilet using a YouTube tutorial.
Oh.
Ah,
So, but if you read it, they skimming it. I do like the way that the characters are written. It does just seem like it's lifted from an episode. This,
Oh, yeah.
so yeah,
tell me, are they likely to use the phrase "Satan's throbbing cock"
yes,
in an episode?
Oh,
I
yes,
see.
absolutely.
Okay, good.
like there are swears in this.
I'm glad we had this
Yeah.
conversation.
There's also a Thing tribute. The Thing tribute.
As
There's
in
a
the
short
hand,
where
or the
No, as in where they go to a really cold area.
the
and there's something
fantastic film
chasing
about the
them
South
outside.
Pole. Oh, fantastic. Is that in that fic, or is it?
Oh no, this is an actual episode, not episode, but like a short.
Ah.
There's also another
Nice.
short where they have to kill this girl who is a fan of monster fucking, and it's.
Well, she's come to the right place.
It's like the guy's like, "Oh, can I kill you now?" And she's just going, "Oh, what are you gonna do to me?" and all that shit. And he's just like, "Oh, I fucking hate this." And it's kind of like a nod at, we know what the fandom's like. It's so funny. And yes, I think they're pretty close. These fanfics are amazing.
Yeah. I do quite like this. When you find something which is incredibly domestic, but the characters are dealing with it in the way that you would expect them to deal with it should they encounter it in the show.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just like the look of that. But yes, they probably would use the words Satan's throbbing cock, and probably have.
It's a good phrase.
It is.
I might steal that. Use it at work. Talking of Satan's throbbing cock, I have here a supernatural crossover.
Wow, okay.
Oh, how on earth is
Oh no,
Supernatural versus Blitz would be
yeah, I think it's
hilarious.
interesting. I like the idea of these demons who come to hunt humans meeting these humans who hunt demons. This is an impish hunt by High Spanksecutioner.
What a name.
Which is a great name.
What a name.
It'll be easy, they said. He has a run
So
with
I
it.
don't know much about, not to power scale, I don't know the capabilities of the team from Owl House. However, I do know the Supernatural Boys killed God at one point.
Oh my.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
So I feel like they may have an edge on this, depending on when this is set.
True, but they've got comedy antics.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
To be fair, so did the Supernatural Boys, because they once got trapped in a Scooby-Doo episode.
Oh, they did. I watched that all the way through. Yeah, it was quite good. They weren't really trapped. They were just there. Like, they were supporting characters, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
They weren't like, oh, we're trapped here. They were just like, they turned up, to help Mysteries, Inc. do whatever they were doing.
God, Supernatural gets weird.
It is one of those things which I wish I had the time to go into.
Mm.
But
oh God, I'd be here all day.
Yeah, this is the thing. It would probably take me like a solid year of sitting down to watch it every week, and
Definitely.
Yeah, it's a huge morass of a thing now. But
okay, I've not seen it yet. Another fandom I'd quite like to see this get crossed over with: Doom.
Doom. Oh, I was going to say, like, you have an issue with pronouncing the word Dune.
No, not Dune. Doom.
So,
subtle difference.
Yeah, DOOM. We're talking about. Yeah.
The Doom Slayer.
The Doom Slayer. Yes, I see.
The one all demons fear.
Okay, yeah. So he comes down to hell and
yeah.
Okay.
That could be fun.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep a lookout.
We'll see if there is one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so where was I?
Right, I have a fic I'm very fascinated by.
Okay.
This is called "What Do You Do If You Somehow Find a Mortal Child in Hell" by Orphan Account.
Last time they had a mortal child in hell, they killed him.
Say again, sorry?
No, you're right.
Well, Blitzo and the rest of him suddenly find themselves asking the very question. Notably, this is a crossover with Sonic the Hedgehog.
I
was building to that. Yeah.
I did just spot, like, in the additional tags, that Sonic and Luna are like siblings. How? They're a different species.
I mean, they're all different species, but my fuck.
One's a hellhound, one's a hedgehog.
Mm-hmm. Notably, the relationships are Sonic the Hedgehog and Millie and Moxie. Sonic the Hedgehog and Blitzo.
Blitzo trying to get in to make that a thruple and fucking...
Oh dear.
Sonic the Hedgehog gets in there before him.
No, it's an and.
It's an and.
And not
Yeah,
a slash.
sorry.
Yeah, so
Oh,
we should be
okay,
all right.
okay.
Should have clarified. The only slashes here are Blitzo and Stolas and Millie and Moxie. Sonic the Hedgehog fucks no one in this.
You know what? I'm sort of relieved.
Yeah. Shadow, on the other hand, he'd probably show up and shag someone.
Yeah, he'd find the most Latina of all of them, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
he'd shag
would.
Vizago, absolutely.
Which I believe is Millie or Moxie, whichever one's the girl.
Millie.
Millie.
She's got a southern twang.
Okay.
She does have the...
Vizago is probably the most
The most Latina
most
of them.
Latina,
Uh-huh.
just because he's got a Spanish accent.
Makes sense. Okay.
And he's-
I'm just curious how Sonic the Hedgehog fits into all this.
I don't know.
Is he the child?
Yeah, he is the child.
He's the child. Well,
Oh, they've adopted him then.
so the mortal child is Sonic the Hedgehog.
They've used a pretty big
Yeah, it
shoehorn
is.
to get Sonic into this universe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he can just show up. That's sort of his thing.
Interesting.
So the last thing the author has written is, honestly, Blitzo didn't know why he'd expected anything other than confusion in an answer. And, yeah, that's kind of where I am with this.
Yeah.
Hopefully this gets continued, though last update was 2021, so I won't hold my breath.
Yeah, I think it's ending with him bringing Stolas and going like, right, what do we do with this 4-year-old hedgehog which has turned up in hell?
We look after it.
It looked like there was more planned, but it hasn't happened yet.
That's a shame.
And may well not. I've got Blitzo having sex with Jin from BTS here.
No. Yes, that's amazing.
That is called Map of the Soul, Journey to Love Again by Vidya Knight.
If they play their cards right, they could get him on to sing as one of Blitzo's exes.
I mean, they got Kesha.
Yeah, fair enough.
So,
Here's another thing that keeps coming up. Spiked dick Blitzo.
oof.
What? Yes. Okay.
I mean, it's entirely possible.
Okay. He's pretty much a lizard, isn't he? So.
Oh dear.
God, I'm finding a lot of stuff in the crossover tags here. I've got one that will deal psychic damage to Grace.
Oh, it hit me.
So this fic is called Natsuo's Rising Star. It is Helluva Boss, My Hero Academia, and American Dragon Jake Long.
Oh my god.
I know what that is.
Characters are Todoroki Natsuo, Jake Long, and Vortex from Helluva Boss.
What the fuck is Jake Long doing in this?
You're about to find out because the tags are gay sex, gay male character, video, webcam, video chat sex, livestream sex, anal play, sex toys, oral sex, transformation, dildos, large cocks, cam show, praise kink, bondage, cum shots. But you get the idea.
That's what they're
They
doing.
got up to.
That's
Yeah.
what Jake Long,
Oh.
American Dragon, is up to.
Oh, he's grown up so much.
He has.
Oh my goodness, my boy. Is
Whatever makes
is
him
he really
happy.
allowed to drink now? Oh my.
I'd have thought so. I mean, the voice actor sure can.
Well, yeah, he's Dante Vasquero.
He's a dad at this point, I think.
Oh god, well, yeah.
He's of that age.
Hmm.
Also, voice of Zuko, for those who don't know.
Transformation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like the notes. We do not own MHA, American Dragon, Helluva Boss, or any characters we use.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad. Well, I'm glad you clarified, just in case.
Yeah, just in case it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When people write that, I know why they're writing it, but also at the same time, it makes me think, what if they are one of the writers and they're just putting a self-indulgent fanfiction out there? And they go, oh no, definitely not.
Just
know.
to clarify,
I
it's not
definitely
me.
don't own any of
No.
this. No, not
I'm
me.
not the author of Helluva Boss or American Dragon.
It's definitely not Dante Vasquero writing some Jake Long fanfiction. Oh.
Saying that, I stand by we've read some stuff by Stephen Moffat on this website.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, some of it's too well researched to not just be Stephen Moffat's account writing Doctor Who fics that he got rejected from on the actual show. It's worth noting, I'm seeing a lot of crossovers with just furry brackets fandom.
Are you?
Like, not a particular fandom, just furries in general.
Oh, okay.
Gee, I wonder who they're writing about.
Oh, no, you know exactly who they're writing about. It's just interesting that that's like its own... It's a fandom in of itself, rather than just being like a set thing.
Oh, I see. Is that getting its own episode?
I don't know. We could do.
Well, I suppose we could go see what's out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, that particular fic, I won't post it, but there are 2 tags that made me chuckle. One of them is hyper shit.
Hyper shit.
And the other is hyper piss.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might know what that relates to.
What?
Go on.
Hyper is the sort of fetishization of having like grotesquely large genitalia, sexual organs, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So
Is
that's
it?
probably what it is, yeah.
Interesting.
Ah.
Huh.
Yeah, I never heard that one before.
No, I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
So is that just like hyper anything big, or is it just simply that?
Yeah, it's like anything big, basically.
Ah.
So
it's
but-
doing a big shit and
like-
a big wee.
yeah, like ridiculously big though.
Oh.
So
I assumed it was like hyperdrive, where you kind of go off really fast.
I mean, I suppose hyper just means a lot really quick, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
What's
basically.
that?
It sure does.
Crikey.
I won't make you elaborate any further on that, Nick.
Seriously, the things you pick up when you're doing your homework for this podcast, or looking through fakes and stuff like that.
Nick, that was not for this podcast.
I mean,
This has never come up before.
no, it's never come up before that I've sort of told you about. When I've had a look on my own time, sometimes it has. But anyway.
I see.
Homoerotic cannibalism. Okie dokie.
Oh,
I've
is the
not seen
Hannibal
that one
fandom back
before.
in play?
I'm going to leave it there. I've never seen the tag. Oh my god, I've already bleached it. Hang on, let me go back. Homoerotic cannibalism.
Hmm.
It's very specific. And it's about a female... No, it's about Alistair from Has Been Hotel and Striker from Helluva Boss. Striker's a cowboy assassin person who's been hired to kill Stolas, basically.
And is he a homoerotic cannibal?
Not that I'm aware of. I feel like this is a liberty with a fan fiction. But
Does
it's a
Mads
part of-
Mikkelsen show up at all?
No. But apparently it's a part of a radio rodeo. There we go.
Aha!
Week 2025. So this is probably a group of people who are into it. And no, the prompt is homoerotic cannibalism day 5. So by the sounds of it, a group of people have been doing homoerotic cannibalism about
Writing homoerotic cannibalism.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
writing. What you do in your spare time, I don't want to know. It's fine, but yeah, writing it absolutely. My God! Oh, the ladies.
Is it any
My
good?
God! And it's called "Ladies, Is It Gay to Want to Be Eaten Non-Sexually?" What? By your girlfriend? By Indolentena?
I don't think I'm qualified to answer that.
Right. Next.
I've been distracted by something only tangentially related to Helluva Boss. This fic is just called Top Goth
Okay.
by that author you hate. It's not even a fic, it's like a tournament. They've picked 16 goths and There's several brackets, and it's up to them to decide who is the best goth.
Oh wow, okay.
So,
yeah, who are the contestants?
So we have Raven from Teen Titans,
All right,
Strong.
Gwen
strong.
from Total Drama Island,
I don't know who that is.
Nyx from Hades,
Oh, that is very strong.
Octavia from Helluva Boss,
fair enough.
I guess.
Takumi, the Doctor from Persona 5, Lulu from Final Fantasy X, Morticia Adams,
Oh,
All right,
very
yep.
strong.
Marceline from Adventure Time,
Yeah, I guess so.
Mavis Dracula,
Right.
Rogue from the X-Men,
Okay.
Shigo from Kim Possible,
Okay.
and the other name I recognise is Abigail from Stardew Valley.
All right.
Yeah, she's pretty goth.
I think Nick's
Yeah.
from Hades and is going to probably. win it.
I'm leaning Nyx from. I'll show you those other
Morticia
goths that I know.
Adams, very close as well.
Yeah.
Let me show you a quick photo of Lulu from Final Fantasy X. She is very goth.
Queen and Knight or Morticia Adams, so is she?
Well, yeah, she's not Nyx, but she's very goth. There you go. That's Lulu.
Wow. That's
The belts.
Yeah, her dress is all belts.
It's the entire lower half of her, the front of her dress, and it is all just belts.
Yeah, she's very goth. I mean, admittedly, she's not Nyx.
He's trying too hard. I'm sorry.
I mean, it was the 2000s. This is just
Yeah,
that's just how women were in the 2000s.
Sure.
I would argue that she's pulling it off.
Oh, for sure.
It's ridiculous, but good.
It's just not casual in any sense.
I'm trying to find you an official picture of Tai from Persona 5. It's all hentai on my page. Maybe I'll try Google. Hang on. She's very goth.
Yes. Yeah, we
established
that.
This safe for work fan art will do. It doesn't do her justice, but it's there.
It conveys the meaning.
And in her work gear, she's an underground doctor who sells you potions in exchange for participating in unethical research.
Brilliant.
She's testing drugs on you. I just want to see who won this, so I'm going right to the end. The official top goth is... There is smut written about all these, incidentally, as part of this bracket.
Yeah, I thought there might be.
It's Raven from Teen Titans.
No.
Yeah, Nyx was robbed.
She's not had a big enough screen presence.
Disappointed. I mean, I get it with Raven, but even so. Apparently it was down to Raven versus Morticia. So...
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see it as one of the originals, though I reckon Morticia should have won it. But that's my bias showing, of course.
I'm more here for Nyx, personally.
Alright, fair enough. You're entitled to your opinion.
I think they're all different types of goths, aren't they? You've got,
That's
Shigo is
very
a bit
true.
of like a nuclear goth. You've got Nyx, who's like Greek goddess goth. You've got Morticia Adams, who's like a romantic era goth. You got Raven, who's like a superhero goth, I guess. You know what I mean? But I feel like we've strayed from what the fuck we're doing.
We have. I'm sorry. I just needed to know who the best goth is. And I think you can understand where I'm coming from.
I'm
here.
sad that Luna didn't get anywhere near the top
Mm-hmm.
on this Helluva Boss episode.
I'm sorry. Let's keep going.
I would argue that she is more goth than Octavia, but there it is.
I would say so. I feel like Octavia's more emo.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'll move away from crossovers and look at the main deal. Though, as Nick has been doing, I'm going to add Crack Treated Seriously just to sweeten the pot up.
Yeah, it's always a safe bet.
It'll help me as someone who has not done the homework.
To be fair, I wasn't planning to either, but I got bored on Sunday.
Then
and
you
was
did.
Just like, I got bored on Sunday. I was like, it might be something to it. We'll have a look.
I'm not even sure this is crack, but the first one up here was Millie Gets Cucked.
I see.
That doesn't seem particularly cracky.
Millie pegs him, so maybe.
Oh, really?
I'm sure it would be consensual.
Yeah, that's canon, to be fair.
What? What is this show?
It's so funny. There's He doesn't say he does until like he's drugged up in a musical episode, thinking he's in Phantom of the Opera, and then he admits he gets pegged. Like, just fucking hilarious. It's so dumb.
Oh, my heart skipped a beat here. I scrolled past the title. There's a fic here called "The Peep Show Problem."
No.
It's not. Sadly, it's not. I really wanted it to be Jeremy and Mark have gone to hell. Super Hands is there, and they're just experiencing Hazbin Hotel. I would have loved that. That would have been the greatest fic ever written. But unfortunately, no.
That's...
To any authors listening, if you write me a Peep Show crossover, that is a guaranteed we will read it.
I wonder how...
Pop it in your tags and just have nothing to do with it in there whatsoever.
Yeah.
We just keep reading it and go, just like it. And be like, it feels like something was missing. Yeah, I don't know what, though.
Look, if you just add Super Hands at the end of your fic, just be like... Just saying something Super Hands like. He just walks in at the end and goes, "Anyone got any crack? I'll be happy."
I found one called Sir, this is a Whackdonald's by...
Whackdonald's.
Whackdonald's.
Ah. So, Nick, you may not be
Fitzrika
familiar
Parker.
with Whackdonald's.
I'm not.
Whackdonald's is the default anime stand-in for a fast food restaurant. It's appeared in many things. The logo it's just the golden W.
The golden W.
It's the most shameless, legally distinct thing since Sherlock Holmes, who is a real character in a French novel that I'm forgetting the name of.
Wasn't he also in Phoenix Wright?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
But it was Arsène Lupin's book, The French. I'm sure I've told that story.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I think you have. I remember hearing something like that. Yeah.
I've posted the McDonald's logo.
So this is a Whackdonald's, as I keep telling you.
Oh, sorry, Whackdonald's.
Whackdonald's.
You don't fucking listen to me.
My apologies.
I was like, no, it's Whack, and you go like, oh, I
misheard you.
Fan. And I was like, oh, for God's sake.
I'm sorry. Okay, whack, as in this shit is crazy.
This shit is whack,
as it's whack, yo.
I see Stolas Goeta has a cloaca in the tags.
He's got and he's got juicy ass and thighs to match.
Thighs to match.
Fuck's sake. I will note there are 650 works in Stolas Goeta has a cloaca.
What about has a juicy ass and thighs to match? Oh, there's just the one. Never mind.
Just the one.
Yeah.
Easily
this
findable.
is the fic about the McDonald's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I just want to point something out briefly. Brief tangent, just before I came onto this show. I was changing a fuel pump. So I was hovering over a fuel tank which was full of petrol. I feel this has affected my sense of humour somewhat.
Oh no.
Because everything is hilarious. So, yeah.
You're off your tits.
I'm off my tits on petrol fumes. Fantastic. Don't do solvent abuse, kids.
Oh my god.
Thanks, Super Hands. Okay.
So I like this because it's essentially Blitz is working in a McDonald's. He's the manager. He's got all his team with him, and then fucking Stolas has come into the restaurant trying to get his daughter a job in, and he's just like, no. It does feel like if this was the situation with all the characters have been written really well. Like I really like how they talk to each other. It's quite funny reading through it.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, by the looks of things, Octavia gets a job. So yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the phrase Octavia gets a job here. So his owlish ways do succeed in getting his daughter work.
She doesn't. It's funny because they're demon royalty, pretty much. Like they will never need to work while they are in the favour of their house. You know.
Stolas has also found the tightest pants in all of hell. Sometimes when he bent over, Blitzo was convinced the material would burst at the seams.
Oh my god.
I see.
Exposing his juicy ass and the thighs to match.
Mm-hmm. God damn.
Yeah, that was a tag and a half.
He thick. Okay.
Oh yeah, I think they plough in the
It sure sounds it.
the McDonald's stockroom, the Whackdonald's stockroom.
Oh,
God's sake.
nice.
Well,
So,
of
yeah,
course
there
it was
it
going
is.
to end that way.
Nothing says food hygiene like ploughing in the McDonald's stockroom.
I'm sure
hell.
it's in hell. I'm sure it's fine.
There's going to be feathers absolutely everywhere.
Oh god.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's going to be horrendous. It's going to be like someone had a fucking pillow fight in there. Oh, God. Thing is, like, I've just had a thought. If I ever go to a restaurant and, like, I find a fucking a feather in my burger, I'm going to think to this fic.
You're thinking about
Why?
Stolas getting railed.
Stolas has been railed and it's gotten into my burger.
Yeah, just don't go into the Whackdonald's.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Today's top tip. Don't visit Whackdonald's. I'm not sure I'm qualified to talk about this, but I found a Has-Been Hotel Helluva Boss Warhammer 40,000 crossover.
Oh, okay.
Warhammer. Crikey.
Are the characters playing Ham Warmer or?
No, they've arrived in the 40k universe.
Oh, okay.
The grim dark future.
There is only Helluva Boss, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I've been playing a little bit of Space Marine, but I'm not qualified enough to talk about this, so I'm going to leave it for now.
Yeah, this is it. I was going to say, I have friends who do Warhammer, but yeah, I don't do it myself. Yeah.
Mine and Nick's circle of friends, a lot of us did play Warhammer, and I think we were both just too stubborn to get into it.
I don't think it was that.
For me it was spite. It was pure spite.
I don't know. It was just something which never interested me. Like all my plastic modelling was airfix, doing stuff that actually existed, rather than
things that will hopefully never exist.
Yeah, rather than grimdark future where there is only war and warm ham. But yeah,
well, it's very camp.
Ham warmer 40 degrees.
I found a fic I'm invested in.
Okay.
I'm going to read you the summary. Imp has dealt with it all. Murderous hillbillies, various ex-partners, the human government, and once hallucinogenic drugs. But now they have met their match. The Canadian goose.
Oh
yes!
Inspired by the geese on my college campus that keep hissing at and chasing students. These bastards know they're a protected species and that it's illegal to hurt them, and boy do they take advantage of it. This fic is called Goose, all capital letters, 3 exclamation marks. It's by Niwa Song. For the record, no geese were actually harmed in the writing of this fic. The writer did not fantasize about hurting any geese. The writer likes Canadian geese and wishes they weren't so mean. So, I guess they're sent to deal with geese. I don't get it, sir. Why would anyone want to kill a college janitor? We don't ask questions about why, Mox. We just kill the target.
I think this is probably the closest we'll get to an Untitled Goose Game crossover.
I'm afraid so, yeah.
But yeah, I like geese as well. But fucking ridiculous things. But yeah.
What the hell is that? Looks like a nest of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
What's doing by the door? Seems like bad spots to build a nest. Probably some art students. Weird think piece. Let's go.
Honk. Slowly, the trio turned around to see a big bird blocking their path. The bird had a big black and grey body with long black hair. Its feathers were puffed up in the way Blitz had seen Stolas do when excited. It started hissing at him.
Relax, I've been around Stolas long enough to learn bird cues. It's probably just horny, aren't you, sir? Relax, I won't actually fuck it. No, it's not that.
The bird hissed again, now with blood dripping down its murderous beak.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like a goose.
Mm-hmm. It sure is. Gooses are never horny, their only emotion is violence.
Rage.
Yeah.
They only understand fury.
Yeah.
Huh. Also, I have a line here from Blitz saying, "He's not my boyfriend, it's a transactional fucking."
Yeah, he says that a
I
lot.
was just reading that. And I suppose it kind of is.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of was.
So it looks like they call Stolas to help because he's a bird and hopefully he can talk. He can talk down
to the
Canadian goose. I don't think he can.
Oh my god.
I don't think geese can be reasoned with.
I think it's been chased up a tree. I need to pee. Climb down if you branches. I piss off the edge. I can't do that. This is a place of education. Not say it's a college. I guarantee you. This would not be the first time someone has peed on a tree. Just go. We won't look. Fuck's sake. Oh, it's just. It feels like I'm in the show.
This, yeah, it does feel like it's like it is lifted from one of the episodes. It's quite fun.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad geese are canon to Helluva Boss.
They are now.
Oh, I've got one called Push by Helluva Boink.
Helluva Boink.
I know, that's their name. And it's Blitzo takes Stolas on his first mission to go kill Hannibal.
Oh.
Okay.
They're coming after Hannibal Lecter.
Good.
I mean, of the people to go after that we don't really want in the world, Hannibal Lecter seems to be high on anybody's list, I would have thought.
I know, but he's quite a clever bloke, is Hannibal. I don't know if they'll be able to get the edge on him. Yeah, the guy who got crushed with an ATM or a vending machine is like, yeah, I know it's him. I want him dead. What do you mean Hannibal? He's telling me this guy is named Hannibal and he's a cannibal. He ate me. I mean, I was probably delicious, but what the hell? You've got to be joking. His name literally rhymes with his crime. No, I'm just. Oh, fuck's sake! The back.
I do wonder if that influenced him to become a cannibal.
Just the well, I've got to do something.
Yeah, and you know what? My name rhymes. Why not?
I thought he was traumatized because he had to eat his sister or something.
I didn't get that far. I've no idea.
Oh, I don't know.
I did watch something which sort of alluded to sometimes your name kind of like destines you to be remembered, and like Hannibal's is up there. This particular video was on a guy called Bum Farter.
Oh god.
Which
yes, I'm aware of Bum Farter.
Yeah, this is it. So like his name was Bum Farter. He was destined to be remembered, and
I need
of
to
course,
remind myself who Bum Farter is.
He was a fire chief in the Florida Keys, who also dealt drugs. And when he was convicted of this, he just skipped town, and nobody knows where he is. He was declared dead in absence, or whatever, absentee, however the fuck you pronounce it. To this day, nobody knows whether he's dead, alive, or anywhere. Yeah.
Well, if you're out there, Bum Farto, I hope you enjoy the show.
Honestly, if we get him on this, I know the chances
featuring
are slimmer than me. But like, if one of our guests turns out to be Bum Farter, I will be.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I can die a happy man.
Maybe he's Chuck Tingle.
Maybe he is. Yeah, just noped out of his life as a fire chief
to write erotica.
Yeah.
Well, there are no fics about Bum Farto, incidentally.
I wouldn't expect them to be, but
I've never even heard of him until today.
Look him up. His history is interesting. The guy
it would need to be to live up to this.
Yeah, the guy knew how to live. Put it that way.
I think one last one from me. I've just skimmed through and I saw this phrase. This is the Creepy Clown Convention.
Okay.
Featuring RoboFizz.
Okay.
And various others.
Okay, so we've got Pennywise, we have SCP-993, Jevel from Deltarune, RoboFizz from Helluva Boss.
I've not played Deltarune, but I know it's the sequel to Undertale, which is why we're probably not going to touch it for a while.
Oh, how come?
Actually, you know what? Yeah, time has passed. We can probably touch the Undertale fandom.
No, I'm genuinely curious as to why we didn't.
it was a bit unhinged.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unhinged in the way that the My Little Pony fandom probably
Yes,
is. I see.
exactly.
Right, okay, yeah.
That's why we didn't. It was on the no list.
This is fair.
But time has passed, maybe we'll look into it.
Okay, we will see.
Why is it that whenever, like, there's a fandom that's labelled as really unhinged, once we actually get there, it's really not that unhinged?
Yeah, maybe we've been too cautious in our past setups. We could look into it if you want.
I suppose it's the whole sort of noisy minority things, you know.
Yeah,
Out of... like, I suppose if there's loads and loads of people doing sort of quality stuff, any detractors are going to pick up on the really unhinged bad stuff and sort of amplify it and go, look at what this fandom is. And of course it's not, it's just a tiny, tiny little part of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
True.
If it gets popular enough, anyone who is not, like, familiar with this sort of end of the internet is going to be like, oh my god, what the fuck? And it's just like... Yeah.
No, that's fair. And I think now that we are a bit more acclimatized, maybe we should have a dive in.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see.
Grace, do you want to do the question?
Oh, alright, go on, Ben. Give me the power. What have we learnt today?
Excellent question. That there are some excellent demon designs that I've not seen before. That Stolas is a bit of a freak.
He's a lot of a freak, is our Stolas, yeah.
And I will be looking into this in the near future. Nick, what have you learned?
I was wrong. I thought I would see more Luna and more Queen Bee. But again, this alludes to what I've just said. Chances are, what you believe to be sort of unhinged, you know, in a fandom, it turns out that it's a very, very tiny minority writing the unhinged things. And the rest of the people who write things are just having fun with it.
Yeah.
As in evidence here.
Makes sense.
Well, I was going to say not so much in evidence here, because a lot of it's, like, very interesting smut.
Well, yeah, there's smut, but, you know, people find smut fun.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it's creative smut.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I shouldn't have been surprised to find lots of egg-laying shit around here.
Well, yeah, I mean...
We did gloss over that a little bit.
In most context, I would be surprised to find egg-laying shit. But in reality, like, there's a literal fucking demon owl in this. It's not really beyond belief, is it?
Yeah, there's a family of demon birds. So, yeah.
Admittedly, he did have to get married and have a child with a female bird. So it's kind of like, maybe he probably can't lay eggs, but, you know...
Oh, yeah, but, you know.
He's still a bird.
When has that stopped anyone?
When has that stopped fanfic authors?
Exactly. People are laying eggs when they're not even birds. It's fine.
Exactly. Like Kakuin.
Yeah, Kakuin, yeah. One of the first.
The inventor of the egg.
No, that's a bit far.
But no, this was good. I learned things. Anything else we want to add?
I don't know. I think the 3rd season is coming out this year.
Oh, they're still going?
Yeah, it's not the end. Has Been Hotel is ongoing.
Yeah, I thought it had finished, to be fair.
No.
So the first season is heartwarming and slapstick comedy. The second season is tragic backstories. What's the third one going to be?
A continuation of Consequence, I'm assuming, of what happened.
Oh, is this the fucker? This is the Find Out series.
Yeah, because so basically at the end of the second series, like, there was a Blitz goes on trial for murder, or not murder.
What?
He goes on trial for breaking the laws of hell.
Okay.
Oh.
And he gets saved by Stolas by saying, no, obviously an imp couldn't have come up with all this. It was obviously me. I'm a demon lord. Believe me. And they go,
oh shit.
And they go, okay, Stolas, it's your fault, but we won't put you to death, unlike we were going to with Blitz, because, you know, your life actually carries weight, right?
Oof.
I know.
Oh.
I know. And we're just going to strip you of your powers for a couple of years. And so, yeah. As for
That's the fucking class struggle right there.
In it?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, Stolas is now living with Blitz. disgraced demon lord with no powers. He's having
Are
to
you
work
telling
as a
me that
secretary at Imp.
Oh,
He hates
I was
being
about to
poor.
say, does this mean they're roommates?
I think they are, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
sleeping on the couch at the moment.
excellent. Love to
Yes.
hear it.
He's being well looked after. He's a very sad boy because he can't get his medication because he's too poor now. So, yeah,
Oof.
I know.
Surely hell must have universal healthcare.
Don't be
It's-
silly.
It's hell, of course it doesn't.
Well, so many other places do.
God, imagine if it
Sorry.
did. Jesus.
But even hell has it.
The notion that you still have to get a job in
Mhm.
hell.
Yeah,
you know.
imagine dying and finding out you still need to get a job.
Oh, God,
God.
don't.
It's the one perk, the one bright side of being dead is you don't have to work anymore. And
Maybe in heaven everything's automated,
Oh,
so
maybe.
you don't need to work. Maybe that's why you've gone to hell as part of the punishment.
I could live with that.
This is one of my worst nightmares. Like, I live a full and satisfying life, and I close my eyes due to extreme old age, surrounded by loved ones on my deathbed, say my final goodbyes. There's a warm, fuzzy feeling as I hurtle into death, and then I wake up and I'm at my desk at
You're
work.
at work. Yep.
And I look and I'm there with a pile of fucking shit to sort through. The cycle starts again.
Oh, God.
Grace, have you got a happier note we can end on?
Oh, Jesus, I'll try. Oh.
Who's your favourite goth?
Don't do this to me. We know what my favourite goth is. We've gone over this.
Oh, Eris.
Oh, Garrus, I don't think she's a goth, but like, you know.
No, I guess she's just got dark hair and is a bit moody.
I'll tell you what I find funny about Helluva Boss is that I don't like the musical stuff. I'm sorry, you can hate me for it. But the one song that does come on, which I love for some reason, was not actually a musical number. It was in the background.
Okay.
And there's an artist who basically touched it up and did a cover of it, and it's just a nice little sort of disco beat. See if I can find it and send it to you.
Yeah, dig that up.
Yeah, I did like a lot of the song. The one of the ones which was really nice is the one that Stola sings to Octavia.
I know, it was so sweet, wasn't it?
It's very sweet, and it's a really good song as well. It's about, even if the universe collapses in on itself, I'll still be here for you. It was nice.
Oh, hang on, here's the one also. Over You by Milky Melodies. Milky Melodies touched it up, so it's not like a background song anymore, it's just a song. Yeah, it's really good.
Okay. Yeah, send that over. I'll have a listen. Okay. I have a confession to make. I still haven't posted the episode we did last time, so I need to go do that. I also need to touch up the trailer too, because that's still to do.
Oh, ain't jet lag a bitch.
Oh, yeah, fucking hell. It's been rough. Thank you for bearing with me on this episode.
No, that's fine. So I would suppose that you're jet lagged, I'm high on petrol fumes, Grace is tired from...
Everything.
Yeah, from the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go and get a shower because I feel very greasy.
I'm going to do those edits. So, thanks for listening if you made it this far. If you like the show, tell your friends. Help us grow by spreading the word. If you want to see us do any more dramatic readings, feel free to send in some works. I still need to get on finishing those as well, but we're getting there. What else do I say? Jet lag's a bitch. Don't travel, ever.
No, travel.
Go nowhere.
No, like travel. Broaden your horizons. The jet lag is temporary. Memories are forever.
Travel, but make sure you give yourself a decent break afterwards.
Yeah.
There you go. That's my advice.
I did wonder while I was waiting around for you on the Wednesday. I was like, what day did he fly in? Because...
Oh, yeah. The original plan was to record when I landed, and boy, was I not prepared.
Yeah, I was like, if he's as jet lagged as I think he's going to be, this is going to be ambitious. You know.
It was very ambitious.
But yeah.
Grace generously picked me up at the airport, said I'd aged 15 years.
Oh, you're welcome.
Made me some soup and just said, we're not recording. Go to bed.
Oh.
So thanks, Grace.
Yeah, quite all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, this is fair.
Okay. Back to normal next time. We'll speak to you all soon. Good night.
Yes. Good night.